Hello gamers! Welcome to this week's review. I know I am dead late at making a video again, but life has just been insanely busy for me lately, and I've just gotten really sidetracked with a lot of other projects and things that I've been working on. Now with all that out of the way, I have to tell you guys that I feel quite a bit like The Simpsons here, because my Halloween special is in November. I was going to review 4 horror titles in the month of October, but with me getting sidetracked with a lot of other stuff, I had to scrap 3 of those titles, but I'd already captured the footage for this game. So let's go ahead and review the unfinished version of Resident Evil 2 that is lovingly referred to by fans as Resident Evil 1.5. So let's give you guys a bit of the rundown on this wonderful series. The first game was released in 1996 on the Sony PlayStation and spawned 6 sequels, spin-off games, remakes, live action and animated movies, toys, comics, and apparel. The series was a complete success, but it almost took a different turn. Not long after the first game was released, development started on the sequel. The game was almost complete when Capcom decided to scrap the game entirely and start over. This pushed the game's release date from 1997 all the way back to 1998. It has not been very long since a playable build of Resident Evil 1.5 surfaced on the internet, and fans could finally try out this game the way it could have been. So let's go ahead and talk about the story. The story in this is obviously unfinished, as the rest of the game, but carries the basic plot of RE2. The T-Virus has spread throughout Raccoon City, and it's up to Leon S. Kennedy and Elza Walker, who would later become Claire Redfield, to save the day. Keeping in mind for the rest of this review that I am looking at this game as the unfinished project that it is, and I am giving the game better scores than I would if it were a finished title, and that is why the story is getting a 3.5. The sound of this game feels pretty much finished. You have a very eerie score that just makes you feel like a zombie or something much worse is around every corner. And the zombies sound great. From their moans to the sound of them ripping into your flesh, they just sound as disgusting as ever. I still love the sound of a zombie's head exploding off their body in a bloody rain. Honestly, this is some of the best sound in a Resident Evil game. The sound gets a 4.5. The game plays exactly like the first game. You run from or kill zombies and other monsters, solve puzzles, and collect items and keys. With limited inventory, you are always on edge, not knowing if you have enough ammo or not. Survival is key. I give the gameplay a 3. As with the gameplay, the controls do not differ either. You use the D-pad to move your character around like a tank. The R1 button aims while the square button shoots. The X button is used to run, and the Start button brings up your item menu. Select is used to bring up a debug menu, because this game can be very glitchy sometimes, and you will have to reset many of the rooms. I give the controls a 3. The graphics, even with all their glitches, are very good. They definitely are not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but they are not bad either. The main character animations are as stiff as ever, but the enemies move very well and look great when coming at you. The graphics get a 3.5. So, overall, how do I feel about this game? I think it's a whole lot of fun. Yes, it's unfinished. Yes, it has a lot of glitches and issues because it's unfinished. But it's just so much fun, and I just have a hard time putting the controller down. And that's why this game gets a 3.5 out of 5. So now I want to hear from you guys. Have you played Resident Evil 1.5? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Would you like to see Capcom finish the game and put it on the PlayStation Network as a DLC title? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you guys so much for watching, and game over. Stay tuned next week, everybody, because I will be reviewing Power Rangers Lightspeed Rescue for the Nintendo 64.